And we continue now with Frank Luntz and our town hall focus group. All right, Frank, if everybody's willing, I want to show you, we've been reading about all the things that Democrats have been saying about the people that have been showing up at the town halls. I want to show you a montage of 3 Democrats, starting with Nancy Pelosi, and then we'll get your reaction. Let's roll the tape.
I think they're astroturf. You be the judge of carrying swastikas and symbols like that to a town meeting on health care.
Some of the rhetoric that we're hearing is vaguely, not vaguely, but eerily reminiscent of the kind of things that drove Tim McVeigh to bomb the federal building in Oklahoma.
The last time I had to confront something like this was when I voted for the Civil Rights Bill and my opponent voted against it. At that time, we had a lot of Ku Klux Klan folks and white supremacists and folks in white sheets and other things running around causing trouble.
They're complaining. Are their comments justified, yes or no?
No.
How many of you say yes by show of hands?
You think it's justified?
Hold on, but only 3 of them.
Only 3. Okay.
Who says they're not justified? So a lot of Obama people who support the health care plan are still saying it's not justified. Tell me why, Barbara.
I just think it's such drama. It's like watching a Shakespearean drama. It's just funny at this point.
Why isn't it justified?
What the people are saying, I mean, the people that 3 people go, or a few people go and yell at these town hall meetings, that's not representative of the whole Democratic Party.
Can I ask, how many of you saw what I saw at these town halls, though? The elderly concern, veterans concern,
but they're listening
people
to
with their children.
They're getting bad information from Fox News, that misinformation.
No, they're getting the truth from Fox News.
Well, maybe from you, but they're listening to Rush Limbaugh. They're listening to all these guys. He's driving. He's getting them all nervous.
David.
I got an email the other day, an email blast that had 30 different points about the health care plan and why you shouldn't support it. And to make sure that it was real, I looked up every single one, and every single one was true, and it was in the bill the way it was written. So the misinformation is a lie, because the stuff that's being put out there, even though that these little bullet points, is right on the mark so far.
Well, for example, President Obama said that it's not going to cost us anything, but in fact the CBO even says it's going to be $1 trillion. They said you can keep your current plan, but on page 16 it says something very different. And I'm very concerned about end-of-life counseling for the elderly. How many of you are concerned about this?
And I want to show you something. If you can bring that painting in here.
Okay.
This is a gentleman. This is what I think one of the great presidents. And he had something to say about how people participated. You all recognize him? You like him.
Who did this?
This is, I guess, up to this camera here.
Wow, that is a beautiful painting.
And the artist actually is here, Steve Penley. Teddy Roosevelt said, walk softly, but carry a big stick. The people who are at those town hall meetings are not walking softly, they're talking loudly. Are they justified?
Yes.
Why are they justified?
How many say justified? Almost, yeah.
Carol, why are they justified?
Okay, they're justified on a number of reasons, and I also want to say it is very, very dangerous to go around and ask people if they belong to groups. We have the right to free association and to assembly. What the left is trying to do is they're trying to scare people to organize, because when you organize, you can raise money. When you raise money, you have power. Acorn is powerful because they organize.
I mean, Acorn, that's in the past. We can move on from that one. That was farcical.
The past.
You're allowed free speech. That's a fact. And no one should be called un-American because they've made free speech.
The people at these town hall meetings, it's not really about health care. These words, these loaded words. Oh, let me finish. Hold on. These words like un-American, socialism that you use, Sean. I think it's really code word for it's the new N-word, basically. They're scared of
Rubbish. How many agree with that?
Rubbish.
3 people. Okay. Let me play something, because there's a lot of questions about dissent now in the country, because I think that people have a right in this country still to express their viewpoints. And believe it or not, as not somebody that I've often agreed with politically, Hillary Clinton agrees with me. How many of you remember this?
I am sick and tired of people who say that if you debate and you disagree with this administration, somehow you're not patriotic, and we should stand up and say we are Americans and we have a right to debate and disagree with any administration.
Matthew, now if it's good enough for her to yell, what is so wrong about people being emotional at these town hall meetings?
Nothing at all. I mean, they want to demonize people for having a different opinion. It's okay to organize a community when you're
agreeing with them if you're a liberal, but not if you're a conservative.
And could I say, I think it's disgraceful that we have that triumvirate of people criticizing in the most vile and extreme terms possible to characterize. For the last 8 years, the left has characterized Bush in vile terms, and now they're doing it again.
Now, my only problem with the town hall.
One at a time. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What you just did to her is what's happening at the town hall meetings that you're criticizing. You heard her speaking, and you talked over her. Are you any better than them?
No, but she's been doing it the whole night too. And if you want to get your point across, sometimes you have to yell. My problem with the town halls is not that people are raising their voices, and not that they have dissent, but you don't call somebody a Nazi. You don't bring pictures of them.
Wait. The people that are being called Nazis and mobsters and political terrorists are the very men and women that are taking time out of their summer to go to the town halls.
Joyce,
with Nazi signs.
None of the politicians have been transparent, have obfuscated everything concerning that health care bill, and people fear that. They are shocked that their politicians would do that to them.
I have one important last question, because we're running out of time in my ear here. You know, government has bankrupted Social Security. Government has bankrupted Medicare. But President Obama promised that unemployment would not go above 8% if we passed that stimulus bill. How many of you have any hope that the federal government can really get health care right with that track record? How many of you have hope that they can? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, understand this. Yeah. Half of these people voted for Obama, and only 5 of them have faith in his
That's interesting.
Plan.
Yeah. How many of you think that the government, how many of you distrust your government more than any point in your life? Wow. That's pretty powerful.
But it took 8 years to get there also.
That's pretty powerful.
We're discounting the 8 years for a lot of, that's when I started
I'm going to start calling you Peter the Lib. I'm kidding.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I had to leave a job after, now I've been looking for 3 years. I had to leave a job after 4 days because when I saw the health package, I was getting $12 an hour and I couldn't afford the health package. Guess what? I'm on Medicare and Medicaid. I have the best health insurance of anybody in this room. They will not kick me out of the hospital.
Actually, Fox has a pretty good plan.
You have a job?
Listen, can I say something? This has been a great panel, and even Jacob and Peter and guys I disagree with, honestly, congratulations. I think you taught us a lot tonight, and more importantly, I think you're very well informed, which I think bodes well for this debate as it moves forward. And Frank, as always, terrific. Thank you for being with us, all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And let not your heart be troubled. The great American panel. Straight ahead.